subscribers and heart warriors to the energy tips for week 1, starting December 29th, going through 4th of January. I hope you guys all had a good holiday season. Maybe you're still with family. I am. We have family from Iceland here, and the kids are having a blast. I will keep these energy tips short for you today, simply because we have the energy forecast for January, the live recording for that coming up tomorrow. That will be another recording for you. And I'm also going to record the forecast for 2019. So for the last 24 hours, 48 hours, I've been channeling those energies for you, and there's a lot to come. All right, so let's just dive straight into the energies here. You've probably or hopefully watched the video for the energy update. So the barometer for next week is on slightly red, and I can already tell you that the second week it's going to go on full red. Okay, so this is like a tricky time here. This first week, second week, and also the end of January. But it will be recurring themes, and you'll have a lot of opportunity to correct and refine. All right, so let's dive right in. The last days here of this year are going to be a little volatile, up and down, stock market, political stuff. This will continue. Okay, and that volatility will bring in uncertainty, so it can trigger anxiety in people around you. Okay, so be prepared for this, just as a general message here for January. The energy centers involved or activated here for this next week are primarily our 1st and 3rd, okay, along with our 5th, and there's a little bit of emotionality left here from this current week, which triggers our ego field. Okay, so the next sort of shift that you will feel will come in probably here by the weekend. Okay, where you feel stomach issues, digestive issues, issues with if you're female and you're having issues with your cycle, they're going to be a little stronger this month. And continued cold symptoms, sinus symptoms, and so forth. In the spiritual daily, the So Spiritual, I don't know if you've been able to watch this. Every day I've given a little mini update and suggested people to use eucalyptus mint oil to open up this 6th and 5th chakra region here. Make yourself cry, okay? And if you already have a problem with this emotionality that is a bit overwhelming right now, perhaps, then, really allow yourself to let this out, okay? My tip for you, especially for you heart warriors, is to write this down, okay? Really go into this place of inner contemplation, and whatever it is, that you feel guilty for, that you regret, that you have remorse for, but also whatever it is that you're looking forward to, write it down. See it as a snapshot of where you're at right now, a message to yourself for later. But the good news is, guys, that this first week of January will bring in massive new manifestation power. I've already announced this last week. That's something you don't want to miss out on, guys. I know I've been drumming and cheering you on here. Go into this place and really connect with your true heart's desire, okay? Because if you can follow this, one of you just commented here in the Skype thread that we have for energetically sensitives, this ongoing thread. And if you are not in this yet, then email me, please. I'll send you the link. This is energetically sensitives and empaths from all over the world exchanging, like their current sensations live. One of you said, this is the time. Yes, it is the time. And that's why I called the energy update wake up call. Not because, obviously there are some things in our collective, this unraveling of deceit and untruths of the past on a sort of political level, and also within some families, that is going on, and this will continue to go on all year. But not because of that. You already have enough to do with those expansion waves, that kind of force you to wake up anyway. But I want you to be really, really, really present right now. What is it that you truly want? And is your job, is your relationship, is the place where you live, is this conducive? Is this helping you to move towards it? And if it doesn't, then come up with a strategy how to improve your chances, how to really move forward. You will feel this really cool passion come in. Many of you will reconnect with their creativity. And I really want you to do this. I'm doing this too. I've made a commitment to go to Italy this year and sign up for a drawing or a painting course in Florence. Okay, some of you I will share this info with, and you can come with, because it's just like a really, really cool thing to do. I don't know if I will have the money to pull this off, but this will be part of my manifestation goal for this next year. Another manifestation goal that I have here for our community is to really move into the physical, into the local. Okay, so I want to open up a local center here. I'll start small. I'll work with local therapists and practitioners, where, once a week we will do, a self-healing a meeting like many of you are already doing. And I want to encourage you that even if you're not a professional energy healer, these self-healing circles can be done by anyone. Okay, you have to have a little bit of training, so preferably you are, part of the Sacred Self-Healing program. But it's not needed for it. And by the way, we have December special, $100 off for the entire year. So if you still thinking about a gift for someone, or you are considering, this is the best time really to get this started. Also, another announcement for those of you who really want to go into a bit more of a physical transformation, starting on January 1st, we have the Soul Spiritual Challenge going on, and within 10 days we're going to show you guys live in 30 minutes a day how to literally change your life. Okay, we already have all female volunteers, we still need male volunteers. So those of you who are considering to volunteer for this, we need you guys to be open, with testimonials, maybe take some selfies once in a while, because we're going to work this with you together. Okay, and at the very end of it, we need you guys to share your experience with us, and as a reward we're giving away 1 month of Heart Warrior Boot Camp for you to follow up and accompany you through, this integration phase. All right, so that just on a side note. The theme here really emotionally, mentally, and socially is to really move into the best you can. Have you been doing everything to be the best you can? Have you been showing up with the best you can? Are you truly devoted to this journey? No more half-assing, guys. No more spiritual superiority. No more, talking yourself out of it or beating yourself up. No more proving things to others. That's over with, guys. Our job here for this next year is to really go into true connection within and with others. And so socially, within your relationships and within, just meeting other people, being with other people, you're going to really have to implement these new rules of engagement, as an energetically sensitive person. No more projection, no more blaming, no more walking on eggshells, no more trying to please, no more passive aggressiveness. All right, and I have a wonderful, wonderful idea for you here as a social tip, especially for those of you who are in a relationship, get a little piggy bank for both of you, okay? And every time you guys catch yourself or the other half-assing things, or, you know, not really trying your best, not asking for space when you need it, not expressing your needs, you know, going into this pouty place, or going into anger, or going into emotional manipulation, and put $1 into it every single time. So this is my tip for you guys here who are working on relationship communication, okay? Call each other out on this. Help each other this way. Go into mutual exchange with this. And if you are not in a relationship, well, you know, this increased manifestation power here in this first week actually brings in a really, really cool chance to meet someone New Year's Eve. So if you're invited to a party and you're not sure if you should go, I'd say go. If you're single, go. And if you're a couple, go too. Enjoy. You know, have fun, meet other people, you know, who you resonate with. Okay, but if you are single, it's a must this year. Okay, don't party too much. I've already covered this in the energy update. You know, don't go excessive. Okay, but allow, you know, this opening, and don't, you know, hide in the corner. You know, yes, of course, when we expose ourselves to crowds, you know, it gets a little more challenging. But so what? Okay, you know, sitting at home and feeling lonely, or, you know, sort of, you know, mulling about, you know, the how bad the world is not going to change your future, guys. Okay, so do it for real now. Wake up. Okay, stay on it. Do whatever it is that you can do, and if you are restricted in what you can do, then do the best you can within your limitations. Okay. Spiritually, this is going to be a really, really important journey that you are on here. And again, I can only emphasize, you know, how all this work that you have been putting into your own journey to your soul self, okay, is going to pay out for you. You need to trust, right? You don't need to be afraid anymore. People will need you. They'll need your understanding of things. That doesn't mean that you're superior, that you can heal everybody. No, this means that, you know, you're going to feel like you can contribute even if you haven't in the past. Okay, this really, really positive message, even though things on the outside, you know, politically, economically, all that is the next year and a half, guys, no good. But I've been telling you guys this for a long time already, so you don't need to be surprised. Okay, it's nothing you need to be afraid of. If you trust in your true self's prompting, if you trust in your inner connection, you'll be at the right time, at the right place. Okay, so from an energetic point of view, this next week, continued self-mastery, all right? So really learn, you know, how your ego pulls you into these dark places, into these heavy places, and catch it before it can latch on. All right? Don't get pulled into anybody's or the collective drama. There's going to be plenty of that. And if this is what you choose, then your alignment is still in your ego perception. And that will not allow you to discern truth. All right, guys. This is going to be it for this week. And one more shout out here. If you are considering, you know, or want to plan a trip for 2019, come to our only live in-person workshop every year, which will be held in Iceland at a really magical place that can show you how to implement these higher vibratory goals that you have during the summer solstice, the best time in Iceland, the midnight sun, guys. You're going to see how the sun, you know, sort of tries to go and disappear and then immediately rises again in this most beautiful and magical home country of mine from June 20th till 23rd. All right, guys, I'm wishing you a wonderful transition into the new year. Don't be afraid of the intensities, okay? They can go on without you. Your job is just to focus on showing up the best you can and especially expressing what you want, how you want it, and how you want to get there, okay? Share your goals with others. There's a great power in that. Thank you. Love you. Bye-bye.